What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Dragon Age 2. As you can see, we did change our party makeup a little bit. We got the wonderful Isabela back in our team now, and last episode we went through the final part of the Deep Roads expedition. We explored the primeval tag. Bartrand betrayed us for a little lyrium idol, and then we got a big old meeting with the Viscount, stepping way above our station, as I'm sure his assistant Bran was devastated to watch as he was told to leave the room while we talked like adults. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at now. Bethany got hauled off to the Circle, unfortunately. The Templars found her while we were inside the Deep Roads. And that's pretty much where we leave it. We do need to get our fortune back from the Deep Roads expedition. We're sitting at 41 sovereigns, and I'm expecting a return of all 50. Because we found quite the treasure trove at the end of the primeval tag, so I would assume that we got big things coming up there. We did loot the chests and new codexes that we had inside the Viscount's keep, so now that that's all squared away, we are ready to head into the city and see what Act 2 has in store for us.
Oh, there
Bodahn.
you are. I've been looking everywhere for you, Messiah. If only you humans didn't all look the same.
Careful, Bodahn.
I was called to the keep on important business, Bodahn.
Yes, I was hoping to catch you before you arrived. I came to deliver this to you, the last of the proceeds from all that treasure you found in the Deep Road.
That's what I'm talking about.
It seems your friend Varric found a buyer after all, yes? Quite well done.
Thank you very much.
I can put this to good use.
Of course, always happy to help. Before I go, may I simply say how grateful I am that you've allowed my boy to stay in your home. I said I would repay you for saving Sandel's life, and I shall serve you faithfully. It is good to know he is safe.
Well, you two are very welcome in my home, of course. Which we'll go check out pretty soon, actually. I want to see what we bought ourselves in Hightown, too.
I didn't ask you to be my manservant, Bodahn.
But I owe you a debt, and after what happened in the Deep Roads, I have no other way to repay you. I'll leave you to your adventures. Your mother asks that you return to the mansion when you have a chance.
I will do that indeed. And there's our 50 sovereigns, so now we're all the way up at 91, which means we have some shopping to do. But we'll try and like fit it all into some kind of straight shooter. Now obviously this episode is going to be a lot of picking up quests and picking up gear, and I mean, let's take a look at our journal. I'm sure we have a lot. So we have Demands of the Qun, Black Part of Courtesy, Finding Home, and then we have to go talk to all of our companions. So Isabela's ongoing search is first. She's going to be in the Hanged Man, and I would imagine wherever Varric is, we also got to talk to him inside the Hanged Man. Yeah, Varric and the Hanged Man. So we'll head to the Hanged Man first before we mess around with all this stuff. This is the Hawke mansion now. Hawke estate. We got that family crest upon the door, just like Bethany wanted. It's too bad she's not out here and free to see it. Noticing we have a quest here, but we will mess with that at a later date. We gotta hit the Hangman and stuff first. Main thing I'm interested in down here is checking out these merchants in Hightown, because we're in a new act, so there might be some new goodies. Can also drop some of this stuff off. We won't be needing most of this stuff. I don't want to scrap too much of it right off the bat, though. 26 nature damage is pretty good. 13% fire damage on a nature staff is an interesting buff, isn't it? Nature, spirit. I would much prefer you to be giving me like fire staffs right now, game. Warplay of the Fallen. We actually ended up outclassing that pretty quickly. We'll never have any use for that, so you can go. Same thing applies to these, really. Alright, what I'm actually here for is, do you have a... You do, thank you. Yoink that. So this is for Isabela, we'll buff her. This is for Merrill, we'll buff her. And this is for Fenris, we'll buff him. I do not mind buffing all my companions to hell right now, even if we don't necessarily use them all the time. So now Isabela has her rune slot in her armor, that'll be good. What do you have, my friend? Do you have anything shiny for my companions? I know he's just a weapon merchant, but let's take a look. It's 27 physical damage. 10% physical damage and 77 attack is pretty good. That's the only one that would be worth looking at. I'll think about it.
Keep my hands to myself.
Don't want to spend too much of my money right off rip, right? So inside here, what do you have? That's for 67 attack. But I don't get the strength and the crit chance, so not too interested in that. 55 armor with 29 attack and 4 fizz damage. That is better than what I'm currently using, so we'll yoink that up. Gauntlets, 18 attack. And then the golem's leg, 30 attack. Okay, we're good on that for now. Let's see what we just bought ourselves. Not a bad looking helmet. I'll take it. And then... oh, our bone pit friend is not here. Interesting. Yeah, I was going to pick him up. See what his inventory had, but he doesn't have an inventory. Alright, so we're just going to go direct to Lowtown. Straight to the Hanged Man, but we're going to walk our way to the Hanged Man because I also want to hit the merchants in Lowtown too. See what goodies they've acquired in between acts. Then obviously we'll go to the mansion as soon as possible.
What was Lemarin like? I've never heard of a Dalish who's been...
What do you have for me, my friend? That can finally go. I guess they can go too, right? They don't have the attack or anything that we're interested in, so... We have rigid bone in. This increases Isabela's defense. That's a flat buff to her, so we'll take that. Isabela's in our party now, and she will be for a while.
I don't imagine your people travel between islands.
I'm going to be trying to use her this act, so we'll take whatever we can get for Isabela.
I don't think Lemarin is...
For the weaponsmithy. I don't think you'll have anything. Yeah, I didn't think so. What about you, trinkets? You have a signet ring, which is a gift. Rune of Spirit. I don't know who you're a gift for, but I'll take it. Christian Hawke. This tome gives the reader 1 or more points to spend on attributes. Okay. Yeah, we'll take that too. We have plenty of money. Or a bone necklace. I don't think we will need any of those. I should probably clean up this stuff too. Yeah, I got a lot of rings in here that I'm not going to be using for much. That's fine for now.
It's not the kind of place where
The Tethras signet ring, so that is a gift for
You
Varric.
can refuse a fortune teller and they'd run your lot out of town.
And I think I have to use that, I would imagine. Where did my book go? Huh.
Justice doesn't let me get drunk.
Okay, I just did it. Okay, I see. So let's, since we have the ability to do this here, let's get that capped at 20. I'll put one into Constitution. That's what I'll do with my free points.
Anymore?
I'll work in my freebies up towards the milestones I need. Of course, there's a whole gang of new crates and things to pick up out here in the city now, so keep an eye as you're exploring around. The whole world state basically resets when you go into a new act. That is for Aveline. We'll take it just for when she's in our party, even if she's not going to be there often. Couldn't hurt to have it though, right? I'll obviously explore way more thoroughly in between episodes. I'm not going to run around looking for crates and stuff like we did in Act 1. I won't bore you guys with that. So, let's drop a save. And head on inside the Hangman. Talk to Isabela and Varric first, and then we'll go check out the mansion. I think I'm going to do while we're in the Hangman, though, is dip behind here and get the ones in the bar. While I'm here, I may as well do these small little things like I did at the Hightown place.
Isabela, you look well.
Are you talking about the flush on my cheeks? It must be the whiskey. Do you remember the relic I told you about? The one I need to find?
I do.
I've been following a lead. I'm so close I can taste it.
So close you can taste it. Now, she hasn't actually told us much about the relic that she's after, but I am kind of curious what that relic is. She still hasn't told us much about it. Let's see how she takes the sarcasm.
Isn't that what you said last time?
Oh, you mean when I went digging for that stash?
Yes, that turned out to contain several badly written poems and an old boot.
It could have contained the relic. I just thought.
Did you at
I'd
least
let
keep the
know
boot?
That I may soon be taking you up on that offer of help.
Do I get a kiss from the feisty temptress when I present her with the hard-won prize?
If you want. I'll even let you choose where I plant it.
I'm sure you would. And you see, we got plus 25 friendship for that. She appreciates the flirtation. To nobody's surprise, I suppose.
There's one in the low tone market.
Makes sense for her. I do appreciate Isabela in this game, so
Templars, Qunari, or politic?
we will be romancing her for sure.
Templars, Qunari.
I also just straight up like giving her more of a run in Act 2, because she ends up being pretty relevant to a lot of stuff that happens here, so it's good to have her around while you're exploring all that stuff, I find. Just don't try and take her into the Arashok's pen. And my good pyro girl, you can open those for me, because I made sure you had the cunning for that. If I'm going to use you, you need to be able to open boxes.
Need a little special something.
And he is Martin's contraband. He's opened his store now, and I was promised a discount at your shit, so let's take advantage of that, Martin.
Needs a bus.
And drop some of these too. The Rowan Lancer. That's 59. That's 70. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. I think I have some things in my vault ready for our archer friend when we pick him up this act, so we will be getting a new companion this act, actually. All that stuff we were doing for Nathaniel, or Nathaniel? Sebastian, sorry, is going to come into effect in this act, so.
I'm your man.
Alright, Varric. You're next up for the conversation. Actually, would also like to quickly check how Isabela is doing on her friend rivalry. I think you check that in this screen. She's friendly. That's good. Okay. I was worried, because we did a lot of stuff in Act 1 that she disapproved of, but it doesn't seem like it affected us too badly.
Just tell me if you hear more rumblings from the coterie about protection. Blondie's got enough trouble.
Taking care of Desire.
Let me ask you something, Hawke. You made it into Hightown. I'd expect anyone else to get complacent, but you must have plans.
No plans yet. I'm simply trying to look out for my mother.
After everything that happened with Bethany, that's probably good thinking.
Yeah.
To be honest, I thought there might be a chance you'd want to go back to Ferelden now that things have calmed down. It's good to hear you're sticking around.
Of course. Could never leave you, Varric.
What would I do without my trusty dwarf? I'd cry myself to sleep without you.
Oh, don't get all teary-eyed on me, Hawke. You know I can't stand to see a human cry. So, we've got a whole city-state full of trouble to get into. Shall we get started?
My mother used to say that there are a lot more.
Alright, that's a plus 10 on Varric, too. We actually still have something to talk to you about, it seems. Hold on, Varric.
I've got something for you, Varric.
Oh, the signet ring.
The signet ring? Where did you find it? Bartrand pawned it off to pay for the expedition. I can't believe you found it. This sounds exactly like the sort of fake thing I'd make up about you.
You're very welcome.
I'm just glad I found it.
You won't always have to tell tall tales.
Well, no word adequately describes an old dwarven lady's rage. Well, maybe now my contact at the gates of Orzammar won't ignore my letters.
One can
Paramount
hope.
is hoping that if he just shuts his eyes tight and wishes, the real world will go away. Anyway, I owe you one, Hawke. Remind me later to put you on my tab.
And we got a little hint there about how Haramont's rule of Orzammar is going. Doesn't seem like it's going too good based on that offhanded comment, so maybe we'll get more on that later. I would hope that it's going good. I mean, Balin, which was the main issue, is dead and gone, right? What are you doing, Roderick?
Anyone knows Karen? Has he done anything wrong?
Are you pretending to be here investigating, Karen? Think you drank a little much for that, friend. Alright, so Anders Clinic. Now that we've done all of this, let's go back to Hightown. And we'll check out Home Sweet Home. See what the new mansion is like. It'll be kind of nice not to have to use Gamlen's shithole anymore, right?
So, this relic you lost, how is it you don't know what it is?
It was in a box.
And you didn't open it? You managed to resist the urge?
It was locked. It was a locked box.
Hasn't stopped you before.
What do you want me to say?
Nothing. I just found it curious, that's all.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the type to transport things without taking a sneak peek. That'd be the first time ever that she's been forthright with willpower. I wonder if that portrait is our father, the one right there as you walk in. Because it's certainly not us. I wonder if that's Malcolm Hawke. Does look nice to have Duke proper placed by the fire. Oh, I'm not a fan of that outfit though. It's like Hawke's trying to get his Hugh Hefner on. Aveline. Nice of you to join us.
In nicely.
Working on it.
It's been hard work to get here.
Indeed. Still, more coin never hurts, right? Say, if someone wanted to pass some work your way...
Absolutely.
I'm listening, Aveline. What's the trouble?
A thorn in my side, inventing trouble and scaring people. Remember Emmerich, the Templar?
I do.
He wants your help, and some sort of official sanction.
Official sanction?
For his investigation. He's convinced that every random murder in the past few years is connected, and he won't be quiet.
To be honest, Aveline, when we were doing that quest, there was already a connection. 2 of the women that went missing got lilies. And they were both married women, I think, right? No, they weren't, because one was a mage, but she also got lilies. And then the other one was Gaspard or Ghislaine. Yeah, Ghislaine, that was his name. It's Ghislaine's wife. And they both received lilies before they vanished. And then we went to that dark foundry and we saw the mage run away, and that's where we found the bag of hands. So.
You don't think it's worth investigating?
I have. He even convinced one of my lieutenants to raid the Dupuis mansion. Nothing there. You wouldn't believe how much ass I had to kiss after that. Bloody hobbyist constable.
I bet. Politics,
Why can't
right?
he spend his declining years building a boat or something?
Well, I think his instincts are pretty on board, Aveline. I'm surprised you're not more into this, especially given it's about women.
Seems like it should be easy to prove if there are bodies.
Kirkwall isn't the safest place. That doesn't mean everything terrible is related. There's no sense to that. Can't be.
I seem to recall he had some good leads.
He was doing
Then
pretty
you won't
good.
mind chasing his threads. If it leads somewhere, I'll pick it up. Right now, he's just distracting my men. He's in the gallows. Do what you can.
Always do.
Thanks, Hawke. I'll try not to make a habit of this.
I wouldn't mind if you did, Aveline. Friends, right? What are friends for? You're doing good, my boy.
Hey, look. A partially burned page from Anders' manifesto.
Well, that is where it belongs, in the fucking fireplace. Alright, so let's take a look. We got things on the writing desk.
Is that Isabela? Who carves that into a stairwell?
I wish we could see what she carved there, but knowing Isabela, I'm sure it's something not safe for work.
Fenris said Daenerys left this at the mansion.
Schematics.
Sorry, I was expecting treasure, not spiders. Get well soon. Love, Isabela. Why do I let her drag me into these things? Fenris hates that statue. Says it reminds him of the old god relics they had in Tevinter.
So I wonder if this is the Hawke estate that we got back from the slavers. I imagine it is, right? It would have been first on the agenda once we had the money, would be to get this place back.
The complete people's laws of Kirkwall. A friendly reminder from Aveline.
I'm offended. Why would we ever need that, Aveline? What do we got up here?
That's Mother's room. I shouldn't intrude.
Got a nice view of the city out here.
I wonder where Varric is today. Telling stories about my exploits to anyone who will listen, most likely.
And here's what Bethany wanted.
So she said to look at the crests sideways, then cover the... Sweet maker! Isabela! Ah! I can't unsee that.
Look at the crest sideways and then cover the... See, I'm not sure what that... I'll let you guys figure out what she's getting at there. What do we have in here?
Ah, I think I'll let Sandal empty that.
Oh, God.
Poor Prince. I told him to stay off the bed.
How could you ever?
Isabela seemed disappointed that she didn't find anything worth gossiping about. Snoop.
Yeah, she checked the place, did she? And here's finery. That would be the outfit we currently have on.
Ah, Anders Manifesto. Again.
Well, let's go chuck that into the fireplace with the rest of it. It'd be a shame to leave it separate. Sandal?
I can make it for you.
I bet you can.
If you need any enchantments, I'm sure my boy would be happy to help.
I appreciate that a lot. Mother?
It's strange living here again. My childhood home. Now owned by my child. It's not something I could have imagined when I was a little girl staring out this window. I'm still grateful you used your money from the expedition to buy back the estate. I feel like an Amel again.
I'm going to make the name Hawke one to be proud of in this city.
Absolutely.
I don't doubt it. Your father would have said that, with that exact look too. I just wish we could all be together as a family one more time. I visited Bethany at the Circle, and she seems happy enough. I guess I just need to start finding you a suitable wife.
No rush on that, Mother. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that Bethany is finding some comfort in the Circle. She did always seem like she felt kind of isolated, being the only mage around, especially with me and Kava being warriors. So I'm sure she likes being around people who can relate, right? And I'm sure she's doing a lot of learning too. Here's the writing desk. We have lots of stuff here. So, Night Terrors. Greetings. I hope this letter finds you well. I've often thought of you in these past 3 years. Without your kindness, my Fainreal would have been long since sold to slavers. Instead, he has thrived and begun to master his magic. But now his nightmares have caught up with him, and neither the Keeper nor the First Enchanter know how to help. I don't know where else to turn. Please, come to my home in the alienage. I will be waiting to speak with you. Thank you again for the compassion you have shown Fainreal in the past. Sincerely yours, Ariane. So we're going to get the next phase of Fainreal's quest here, and we actually have a note from him, it seems. To Hawke. Life with the Dalish hasn't been easy. Keeper Marathari tries her best, but I don't know what else she can do for me. The younger elves won't accept me, and I often hear them whispering behind my back. The elders have more discretion, but I can see it in their eyes. They're afraid of me. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Sometimes it feels like you're the only person I can trust. Your friend, Fainreal. Feeling inadequate, flag flying at half-mast, does your soldier not stand to attention? Does your dwarf shy away from the deep roads? Come to Jorman's apothecary and ask for our special sauce. Our special sauce is infused with the essence of 52 herbs. It's completely natural, completely safe, and absolutely effective. You will never feel the same again. Be the man other men want to be. Be the man you deserve to be. That is a Viagra ad that we somehow ended up, so that's interesting. From Elrin. Monsieur Hawke, words aren't enough to convey how grateful I am. Thank you for saving my daughter from that monster. When I look at my little girl, I'm reminded of what you did for my family. Leah has found a hero in you. She's become interested in swordplay and combat, and she speaks of joining the guard one day. She seems none the worse for wear. In your debt, Elrin. A strangely official-looking letter. Dear Sir or Madam, I am Lord Akeem Falk of Starkhaven. I have faith in the Maker and Andraste, his beloved prophet, that I must bring this matter of urgent business to you. Years ago, I served the office of Seneschal to the royal family of Starkhaven. Sadly, they have been deposed, ousted by a foul usurper. I represent His Royal Highness, Prince Corbinian Vale, the true heir to the throne, and with your help, Maker willing, we will see him wear the crown of Starkhaven once more. His Highness had a fortune of 11,000 sovereigns locked away in the vaults of the Royal Bank of Antiva. With access to this fortune, he can raise an army to retake the throne, but it is too dangerous for His Highness to simply withdraw the funds himself. This is where we require your assistance and discretion. Simply send me the details of an open bank account in Kirkwall, and I will arrange that the funds are transferred to you. My king will then contact you to retrieve his fortune, leaving you with a hefty award. I must warn you, the Antivans will not consider the account viable if it contains less than 100 sovereigns. Please observe the utmost confidence, or confidentiality. Yours, Lord Akeem Falk, and that is a scam letter, a phishing email, but in the old days, we obviously won't be doing any of that. A strange letter from Lotharin. This is actually from our hometown. This could be interesting. Hawke, heard you got to the Free Marchers. Don't know why you'd bother, but I suppose it's better than Olay. They got spiders up there, big ones. Couldn't swing a dead cat around here without hitting a giant spider, but the blight drove 'em off. Maker. Dark days ahead, mark my words. A man can't even cover his blighted land with poisonous traps. Old Barlin. Now, Old Barlin is actually the guy inside the inn in Dragon Age Origins who you give the poison mixture to. He buys poison for you so he can poison his traps on his land. That's that guy. That's a cool little callback. A note addressed to Gamlin. Gamlin Amel. Payment is now 2 months late, Sirrah. Interest accrues, as you are well aware. You will find yourself barred from our establishments unless payment is made. Think. No better, card sharp or numbers runner in Kirkwall will deal with you. I certainly hope this matter is attended to before steps are taken. Let us avoid further unpleasantries. Ballard. Another message from Lotharin here. This one's for Mother. Dearest Leandra, I hope you and the children are holding up. I'm so sorry about Carver. I remember the dear boy helping me trap rats in the cellar. The blight has taken too much from us. Thank the Maker for the hero of Ferelden and the Grey Wardens. Things are slowly getting back to normal in most parts of the country, but Lothering is gone for good. We had hoped to rebuild there, but the blight poisoned the land. It'll take decades for the earth to recover. It may never. Redcliffe is a nice place, and I'm starting to see it as home. The village saw some trouble during the blight, but it's recovering. Perhaps you could visit sometime. Please write me again, my dear. I wish to hear about your life in Kirkwall. Send my regrets and fond regards to the children. Your friend, Miriam. And that is also an interesting thing to keep in mind whenever we discuss the Blight and the Darkspawn, is they literally taint the land that they touch. It's not as simple as, oh, well, you kill the Darkspawn and now everything's okay. They're a poison to everything they're in contact with, and their existence literally poisons the land to make it unlivable, which is the reason why I killed the friendly Darkspawn, quote-unquote, inside Dragon Age Awakening. That's why we murdered that messenger. Family letters. Dear Apparition, I hope this letter finds you well. My time in the Circle has been bearable, even after the Templars made a point of putting me through the harrowing as soon as I arrived. They thought I was at risk of possession or running away like father. Glad it's over with. I am not surprised she passed her harrowing with no problems. I've started mentoring apprentices. I enjoy time with the children, teaching them basic spells. One of them, Ella, has taken a shine to me. Adorable. Life's not perfect here, mind you. The Templars are mostly polite, and I know they're just doing their jobs, but some hold extreme views. There's one creep named Sir Ulrich who likes harassing mages, but I'll steer clear of him. I'm doing fine. Please don't worry about me. With love, Bethany. And now keep in mind her account. She's brand new to the Circle, and she was also an apostate before that, so they would have an extra suspicious eye on her. And I want you to contrast everything she just said in this letter with everything that just happened with Anders and how he talks about all that, right? He talks about the Circle, freedom or death, you're made tranquil for having an opinion and all that nonsense that he preaches. If any mage in this Circle has any reason to be treated like shit, it's Bethany. She was an apostate. Her father was a runaway apostate who managed to evade capture for all those years. She grew up her entire life out of the circle, being taught wild magic by an apostate, and still, she has been made a teacher. She is allowed plenty of rights. She's allowed to send us letters. Remember when Anders said that they stick a sword in the family's faces, and they say never talk to your child or ask about them again or you'll die? Clearly not, because here's Bethany sending us letters and teaching apprentices. So, clearly it's not as bad as Anders would have you think. I think that's important to point out at this point, that for as much as he talks and as much as he spews bullshit and likes to pretend that the world is a certain way, it's really not. Do I have a storage chest? There it is. Indeed. Because I kept some goodies here for when I leveled up high enough, so that's level 17. We don't have that yet. What about armor? Do we have any armor we can put on yet? 15. Level 13 helmet we can. That's 41 attack, 20% healing and 8 damage resistance. That'll obviously be great for us. Gauntlets. These have 1 strength, 9 health, 21 attack, and 1% attack speed. We'll use those. This would have been good before, but we didn't come back in time to grab that. And then the rest are all way too high leveled for us, so. Alright. That is going to take us to a pretty decent stop-off point. Let's get these things equipped. Unfortunately, we don't have a rune slot in this, but we get the 1 strength and the 9 health, the 21 attack, and the attack speed. And all the attack speed is going to be great for us. So we definitely want to do that. And then I guess I'll keep the mole. We're going to order runes. We have runes of lightning that we can finally order, so we'll take one of those. Rune of fortune we don't need. Lightning warden would be good. Fire warden would also be good. Yeah, we'll keep it like that for now. Now sandal. I'm going to use you quickly to enchant my people. So we'll drop the frost and we'll put the lightning one in there. That's what we'll do right off the bat. I think we might actually be able to... yeah, we can. We can put things in Isabela's weapons too. First things first though. So that's equipped by me. This one is what we want. Let's get Fire Warden in there. This one is Merrill. You can get some Fire Warden. This one is Isabela. You can also get Fire Warden, not when you're taking too much flame damage. This is Varric. He already has the fire resistance in there. This is Fenris. You can get some Lightning Warden. Why not? And then I think what I'll do is I'll probably wrap the episode here, and then I'll take care of all this stuff. Arm of a Drool. I don't know what that is. Oh, there it is. That's a weapon. Yeah, so I'll need to look at our companions before we make decisions for all that. But this seems like a pretty nice spot, a nice little short episode. So thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out the links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Dragon Age 2. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.